What's up? Happy Thursday. Today is the 16th day of September, and this is the 74th episode of the Be Your Own Hero show. I'm your host, I'm sekouwrites. HERO is an acronym. It means helping everyone reaps optimism. In other words, helping others is a reciprocal action. It helps you. So shout out to New Thought Media Network for giving me the space and the opportunity to be here and to talk about my journey of becoming my own hero. There's the website. Check them out. You can make a donation. You can also check out the other shows on the New Thought Media Network. All right, let's get into it. Today is Tally Thursday. So that's the day that I add up numbers. And I'm laughing already. Because what I've started doing is not even adding up my miles for the charity run during the week. So it's a surprise to me, just like it is to you every Thursday. So this was my first week doing that. So I'm a little surprised. So I'm going to jump right into that right off the bat. So for those of you just joining us, I have been running every single day, at least a mile a day, since the first day of June. Today is day 108, which still boggles my mind. The fact that I'm in the triple digits at all boggles my mind. But today, as of today, day 108, I have run, let me hit them with the drum roll. Where's my drum roll? As of today, day 108, I have run 320 miles plus. 320 miles plus. That's crazy. That's further than the distance from New York to Richmond, Virginia. By a bit. Richmond, Virginia is 250 miles. I've run 320 cumulatively since June. That's amazing. That's amazing to me. I am becoming my own hero. I'm doing the work to become my own hero and keep surprising myself. So anyway, that's that number, 320, a little over 320 miles thus far. My stated goal is 500 miles. 500 miles by the end of the year and $5,000 by the end of the year. So those are my two cumulative goals. So let's get into those numbers. Thus far, the new campaign, and you can find the campaign by just going to my website. Let me put that up while I talk about it. So you can just go to my website, which is just sekouwrites.com. Right there on the homepage, you'll see a link for the Hero Charity Run. You click that, that'll take you to a website where you can pledge. You can pledge a flat fee, a flat rate. Just, if you want to give $1, you can just give $1, or you can pledge per mile, like 5 cents per mile. Okay. All that said, on that campaign, we've raised $1,218 thus far. Add that to the $980 that I'd already raised just in terms of cash apps and people sending me direct donations. So the grand total as of today is $2,198. All right. So I added to that this past week by donating a portion of my proceeds from the Essence Trunk Show event. So that was, if you missed that, go back and check a couple episodes ago, because that was really cool. Oh, check my podcast. I did a long explanation about the fashion show event on my podcast. So just to recap, Essence Magazine has an event during New York Fashion Week called Essence Fashion House. And it's for all the Black design, well, not all the Black designers, but it's for Black designers. And they had 4 fashion designers, and they had only 7 showcase designers. So I was one of the 7 showcase designers. Anyway, I sold some product there, and since then, shout out to Essence, I appreciate it. And I've been giving a percentage of those proceeds to the campaign. So that's how we ended up at $2,198. We still need donations, and we still need people to just share it on social media, because you never know who's heard of it and who hasn't. Someone the other day asked me, was it a question? It was kind of like, I see you've been doing a lot of running. What's that all about? So I feel like I talk about it every day, so everyone in my circle knows about it, but people don't. So just feel free to share it and spread the word. It would mean a lot to me, and I'm sure there'll be someone in your circle that'll be interested. Okay, so all that said, just recapping, the goal is to get to 500 miles. I'm already at 320. That 500 is looking real attainable right now. I have run a 5K every day for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 6 days in a row. And matter of fact, today, this leads me to my story. Today I ran 4 miles, and 5K is 3.1 miles. So I ran 4 miles today. Why, you asked, did I run 4 miles? Well, I had a goal. My goal was to find something for one of my orders. I've gotten a few orders since the Essence Fashion House event for bracelets, and I needed something to fulfill an order. So I started working with really heavy grade materials like stainless steel and iron and heavy materials. So I actually had to go not to Michael's, like the craft store, but to Home Depot. So this morning I ran to Home Depot. That's about a little over a mile. So I ran to Home Depot, but they didn't have what I wanted. So I was like, all right. So I got on Google. I found another hardware store. I ran to that one. That one was closed. I ran to another one, once again, looking on Google, and that one didn't have it. And I ran to it. So wait, I ran to 3 different hardware stores, and none of them had it. One was closed, I guess because of the pandemic, and the other 2 didn't have it. So in the process of running to these 3 places, these 3 hardware stores, I did not find what I was looking for. So that's a loss, right? Right? But it's a win also. And it's all about perspective. If you look at it from the perspective of, I didn't find what I was looking for, which is the perspective I was looking at it for a while, like, man, I ain't find what I was looking for. It's a loss. I thought it would be easy to find, and it was not. But the win right there on the flip side of the loss is the fact that I didn't even think about getting a train. I didn't even think about hopping in a taxi or calling an Uber. Like, it didn't even occur to me. I was like, oh, it's not here. That's too bad. Let me run to this other place. Let me run in Manhattan traffic, because it was after 7, and New York City wakes up early. So run through the people, through the traffic, to this other place. Oh, this place is closed. Let me run to this other place. Oh, this place doesn't have it. And it didn't even occur to me to hop in Uber, which, for those of you who know me, know is a big deal. I will hop, well, the old me would have hopped in an Uber in a second, right? So that is progress for me. I am very encouraged by the distance I've traveled between the old me and the new me. And the distance I've traveled, literally 320 miles. I'm just going to call that the distance between the old me and the new me. So that's a win. And that reminds me that the wins and the losses are always right there together. They're not separate. They're always together. It's just where you look. So I could have continued looking at the fact that I didn't find what I was looking for. And I could have continued being upset about that. But instead, I chose to focus on the fact that I was able, physically able, and willing to run to these different places in Manhattan and not feel like I needed to get on a train or get in a taxi. Just feel like I could do it. I could handle it. And even though that took me over my goal of 3.1 miles, it didn't bother me. It didn't faze me. Like, yeah, I can do an extra mile. No problem. So that's the win. And again, the point is that the wins and the losses are right there together. So you got to go out there and get you some losses so that you can practice flipping the script and looking at the win that's contained within the loss. Yeah, that's what I got. So I want to read a couple of quotes that I pulled up today just because I was thinking about that. So one of them is, what we pay attention to expands. Now, we've heard that a million times. But that is a perfect example. If I kept thinking about the fact that I couldn't find what I was looking for, that would have expanded, and I would have become more and more upset about that. But instead, I shifted my perspective. And by the way, the knee jerk was to think about the loss. The knee jerk reaction of my mind was, oh, man, that was the knee jerk. So it took effort, it took muscle, it took shifting, like active shifting, to move my mind away from the loss to the win. All right. And so the second quote is tell me what you pay attention to, and I will tell you who you are. Ooh. Ooh. So what we pay attention to defines us. It defines who we are. It defines how we are. So I just wanted to share that. And so that's my story. And I'm just going to roll this in. I was going to do this as a shout out, but I'm just going to roll this in. I haven't told you that people talk to me on the street. This has been happening ongoing. People out there on the street are like, yeah, man, you could do it. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, go get it, man, get it. Like, all the time, people talk to me on the street, all the time. And today was the best one ever, best one so far in New York. So on the block of the last hardware store, which was like 38th Street, I ran into the block and I was still trying to find the hardware store. So I'm running and I'm looking, and I look down and I see this guy pointing at me, like I see you. So I point back, I see you, and I keep going. And then I get to the hardware store, and obviously they don't have what I'm looking for. And so I'm walking back out and trying to figure out if I have enough time before the show to run to a fourth place. And I was like, let me go get ready for the show. And so I'm about to start running again, and I see the same guy, and he says, it's not every day you meet a hero. I was like, oh man, thanks for that. I appreciate it. He was like, thank you, man. Keep saving the world. And he walks off. Doesn't know me from Adam, just responding to what he sees on my chest, because I run in one of my hero shirts every day. Actually, the one that has the 30 on it, because that was the original goal, to run for 30 days. That was the original goal. 30 days. We're at 108. Man, so that's why I wear that shirt every day as a reminder to myself that your goal was only 30 days, and now you're at 108, or whatever the number is, just as a encouragement to me. Anyway, all he saw was that shirt, and he had that whole reaction to it, and he was dead serious. Like no smile, just like, yeah, man, it's not every day we get to meet a hero. Keep saving the world. Man, made my day. And also it made my day because the purpose of the hero gear is to uplift and inspire the unhoused. Not only because they're getting a free clothing item, but because it says hero, because it's a wearable affirmation, because they will be moving out there in the world and someone will see them and call them a hero. And how much will that uplift their spirit? So that is like a full circle moment for me. I was very excited to have that happen. Okay, so that said, please continue to support the Hero Store. You can just go to my website now, sekouwrites.com. Right there on the homepage, there's a link for hero gear. And as you know, we've got t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, masks, socks. We've got all the things. Each of those things triggers a bonus item, what I call a bonus item, that will be donated to the unhoused. A brand new item that has a wearable affirmation on it. So it's a double win. Not only is it brand new, and the unhoused don't often get brand new items, but also it's a wearable affirmation. Okay, so all that said, I think that's all I got time for. About to run over, so I'm gonna cut this short. Keep doing. Be a hero. Be your own hero, and that takes hard work. It takes hard work. And remember that right now is better than perfect. Later.